Welcome back to Science Online class. I am Parth Davda and this video is for class 8. We have already completed the part of friction in our session 1. So now we shall be resuming from where we have left. So let's get started with our session 2. The content which was covered in the session 1 was what is friction, properties, types, factors affecting and causes of friction. So in today's session we are going to cover fluid friction, ways to reduce and increase friction, and finally advantages of friction and disadvantages of friction. So let's get started. Beginning from the very first thing as fluid friction. Fluid means anything that can flow, like all the liquids and the gases that we are having. So in case if you have observed any kind of water flowing or the wind which is blowing, those all are known as fluids. Since a solid thing cannot flow, so it is not included in fluid part. So it's that simple. Fluid friction is the force of friction exerted by liquids and gases on objects moving through them, which means that when an object is traveling or moving in any fluid, it may be an aeroplane in the wind or it may be a boat or a ship in water, so they are facing some friction due to the medium in which they are traveling. So that particular thing is called as fluid friction. Fluid friction depends upon three major factors. The very first thing is the speed of the object. If you travel faster in air or in water, then you will be experiencing a higher amount of friction. The shape of the object. If the shape of the object is not aerodynamic, it is flat from the front, then you will be facing again more friction compared to aerodynamic shape. And the third thing is the nature of fluid. Consider a swimming pool made up of whole honey instead of water. Then since honey is quite thick, the viscosity is high, so it will be providing you higher friction compared to the swimming pool which is having water in it. So the birds flying in air have streamlined body to reduce the fluid friction, and the fishes living in water have streamlined body to reduce this fluid friction. As you can see, this is the streamline or aerodynamic shape, and in terms of the bird, here it is. Now there are certain interesting facts about how a bird flies. The very first thing is to generate a lift force, aerofoil shape of the wings. This is the aerofoil shape, and we have got our aeroplane shape from the birds that we are having around us. And the rest, the next thing is strong chest muscles. The muscles of the chest portion will be stronger, and so they can create a lift force. To reduce the weight, what are they having? There is no fat deposit on the wings, small single organs, thin hollow bones, and waterproof feathers, which allows the water not to stay on the wings. And to reduce the drag, meaning the air friction, they are having aerodynamic shape. As you can see, this part that is aerodynamic in shape, and the backward arranged feathers, it is this particular part is moving towards backwards, pointing towards backwards. So that is all about fluid friction. Fluid friction is also very commonly observed when a skydiver dives from an aeroplane and opens up the parachute. Initially, the person will be moving very fast. As soon as they open up the parachute, the area increases, and due to the air resistance, the person comes down quite slowly. So you may find other fluid friction examples, and you may post it down into the comments section of YouTube. So ways to reduce friction. The very first way is using lubricants like powder or oil and grease. We are sprinkling powder on a carom board to reduce the friction, so that the carom striker can slide very easily, right? The second thing is oil or greasing is applied between moving parts of machines to reduce friction. As you might have already experienced this particular example in the bicycle. When you're oiling the chain of the bicycle, you are actually lubricating it to make it run very smoothly. Number 2 is using rollers or wheels. Wheels are used in various vehicles to reduce friction, as you can see in a trolley of our supermarket as well. And the number 3 is using ball bearings. Ball bearings are used in ceiling fans, bicycles and vehicles to reduce friction. This is how the ball and the bearing part will look like. The front portion and the cross-sectional area inside that, how is it? This is how it is. The ball is rolling on the bearing part. So after looking at these things, now we shall be going towards ways to increase friction, opposite to what we have just seen. The grooved tire treads, means the patterns which are present on the tire, allows the space for water to be channeled away from the road tire contact point, which allows for more friction in wet conditions. And hence, if you have observed Formula 1 racing cars during any rainy weather, then they are changing their tires to the wet type, which are having more amount of tread patterns as shown in this figure. Number 2 is the shoes are designed to increase the friction between their soles and the ground. As you can see, typical shoes which is used for playing football are having a different pattern compared to the normal casual shoes that we are having. Why? Because to get a better grip on the ground. So after completing this part, we are now moving on to the advantages of friction. The very first advantage of friction is that it is possible to hold a remote or any other object due to friction between the hand and that object, as you can observe. Number 2, and very important one in our daily life, friction between the feet and the ground helps us to walk on the ground, which is an integral part of our body movement, which is walking. So due to friction we are able to walk on the ground. Number 3 advantage, it is possible to write with a pen or pencil on a paper due to friction between the pen or pencil and the paper. So the pencil is providing you a way better amount of grip than the pen, and that's why your handwritings are better with the help of a pencil compared to a gel pen. It is possible to write on a blackboard due to the friction between the chalk and the blackboard, as simple as you already are aware of. So when two things are coming into contact, then the friction is provided, as we have discussed earlier as well, and that's how we are able to write on the board or write on the paper and various other tasks we can achieve due to the friction present in our daily life. And finally, disadvantages of friction. When we walk on the road, tiny surface of the shoe keeps on breaking off slowly, due to which the soles of our shoes wear out slowly. And from this type of pattern, we are achieving something like the right hand side shoe which is shown, due to which shoes gets damaged and becomes unfit to wear. These are the wear and tear you might have observed, which is taking place due to the friction. The second most important thing in terms of disadvantage is that friction reduces the speed of a moving object and moving parts of a machine. In fact, all the moving things such as cars, buses, aeroplanes, ships are slowed down by friction, as well as a ball which is rolling on a surface. It may be any ball on any surface, but ultimately it is coming to a rest position because of friction. So finally, friction and energy. Friction is always present in any machine with moving parts. If the machine is small or the forces are low, the amount of heat produced by friction may also be small. And if the machines are big and the forces are high, then the friction will also be high. Each time two moving surfaces touch each other, and every time tiny bits of materials are broken off by friction, which is very common in terms of vacuum cleaner, car engines, computers, and all the other daily life products that we are using. So that's the end of our chapter friction. I hope you have enjoyed the video, and all the other videos of the previous chapters are in the description below. Keep learning, because learning is fun.